All right. Are you serious? Listen. I just gotta finish the last case, all right? And then I gotta play through all the game 2 and 3 again because I forgot that. But then I'll be back. No, I'm just kidding. Just playing, y'all. I'm just going back to finish the DLC case from game 1 because it became relevant again in the story, and it turns out I shouldn't have skipped it. So I'm doing that now. There's DLC for this? Yeah, I mean, they added an extra case when they ported it to the DS, and I skipped it because I was like, surely it's not that important if it was just an additional case. But no, it's plot relevant again in the game I'm currently in, so now I gotta do all this shit. But speaking of which, okay. Roaches in light. Okay. The ad is on, so I'm gonna go turn on the ceiling fan real quick because I'm a little overdressed for this stream, I think. I'm wearing pants instead of shorts, is what I mean. Fuck! Okay, alright. Do 20 push-ups, I can do that. Get this out of the way real quick. Real quick, like. Hit that shit, okay. I'm pouring honey on you, goat! You guys haven't made me do push-ups in a while. I ate a little bit too much pizza from Little Caesars today. See, what I don't understand, though, is people who are like, oh, you're a freak if you can eat a whole Little Caesars pizza in one sitting. They're not that big. Granted, I did not eat the whole pizza. I left 3 slices. However, maybe a little bit too much. Maybe I should eat less of that. It's not that much pizza, TBH. Calorically, it's a lot. Yeah, but well, perhaps. It's also stuffed crust. I need to stop eating Little Caesars stuffed crust or I'm gonna pass away. Let me just be honest with you about that one. She Phoenix on my right till I ace. Attorney! Till I ace her attorney. Pause. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Good Lord Boobs. Yeah, hold on. Aha, the theory of relativity. What?
I'm gonna write this down.
Maybe, you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Are they not allowed to say Albert Einstein? This isn't Maya. Where is she? We're back to the beginning. Well, not. We're back to the ending of the first game where she left to go do training under a waterfall or whatever the fuck.
Phoenix be like Little Caesars taste so good when you ain't got Maya in your ear telling you it's nasty.
So fucking true. Maya did get drafted, so now we have replacement Maya, who is also in the fourth game, which is why I went back to play this case since I skipped it the first time around. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? Fuck! I missed a reference! That was a reference! Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. How did he know? I was so confused when I tuned into you playing Apollo Justice and you didn't recognize Emma. Yeah, I had no fucking idea who that was. I never played this case. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is Blood yapping about? Hey, did you just say... What did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Is that something to note in the court record, maybe? Perhaps? Perchance? Now you can notice all the subtle design changes they gave her in Apollo Justice. Yeah, I mean, it's like a fucking 10+ year time skip, so... Low-key, is Emma autistic? That would seem to be the case. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Okay. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? It's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? What if I pull out a fucking knife on you? Oh, and thank you, Nashing Maw, for resubscribing, by the way. Could you take a look at this? You. Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. What the fuck are you talking about? I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite. The only thing I'm smelling here is shit from a butt. Okay, Damn, the first game you couldn't present people, could you? So many missing features. Go back to High Prosecutor's office. We present his own knife back to him. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. Yeah, fair enough. I forgot he's the prosecutor. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Oh, what the fuck? I've been wondering, what the heck is this? There's a big K on it. For Kung Pao Penis. Ooh, prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Careful, Emma! Careful! Jesus! Careful with that acronym there. It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month. Okay. Alright, so that's added to the court record now. Okay, so that should have unlocked something. Okay, not here. Maybe here? Grand Wizard Edgeworth. I had to manually allow that. Maybe, do I talk to her here? No, I already did. No, she's not rocking with it. She don't give a fuck. Alright, back upstairs again, I guess. What about this? So, in other words, you were the best of the best this year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. Police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, okay. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? Oh, thank God. More dialogue options. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it the evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. The ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. That's when you got the shield! I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. It's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh, parking stop. Okay. Wig! This is the parking stub from the underground parking lot. The murder took place around 5:15. Oh, you're fucked, dude. What? Right. I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh God, who the fuck is this? Excuse me! Was Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? Oh, I don't like the sound of this, Scoob! Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Okay. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. He cummed. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir! That's what they said at, you know where else they said that? Said that at Geneva. Said that at a couple of places throughout history. I don't know. It's something you don't want to ever be caught saying. Almost just reported the Twitch. Please, we can't take it anymore. We can't take any more losing. They'll say, Mr. President, please, no more losing. I'm tired of losing. And we'll say, we're just gonna keep losing. They told me to bring this to you. Sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Jesus, man. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Oh. Right. Yes, sir? Okay, alright, don't say that. As you can see, I am busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He's twitching! He's twitching and creaming! Call that pussy Germa the way he's twitching and streaming. What's up? Police department entrance. Oh, fuck. Woo, we're finally here. Why would they put the detectives so far away from the prosecutor's office? It took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Oh no, a 30-minute commute. You wanna know what my commute is? Phoenix! This is my first time to the police department, actually. Question mark? Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, I don't know. I kind of don't like that. How long is your commute? Well, actually, it's kind of 0 minutes right now because I'm unemployed, but it was 45 to 50 minutes. Sad, but true. Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Okay, that's long enough to be annoying. Yeah, it's like right at the cusp. Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Blue Badger should kill himself. I am not backing the Blue Badger. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? It's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Oh, well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. I hope you like this song. Oh, God. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutors confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. Come on. What if the evidence was faked? Hey, can I speak to you for a second? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. Oh, the chief prosecutor's little sister! Please, just investigate carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's just a sensitive issue with us these days. Yeah? A lot of faked evidence in your police department? Is that so? Interesting. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? And what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest-ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest-ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? Interesting. So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat. Okay, isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Didn't Von Karma kill a guy? Yeah, no, low-key he did. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Interesting. Wow. The body was found in Edgeworth's car using his knife. He parked at the scene of the crime 3 minutes before it happened. Why would Chief Sky do such a thing? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Like, literally right back. I'll be very quick. Okay. House Flipper 2 is going to be free this weekend? Oh, interesting. It says he'll be right back, is it? Yeah, I'm literally right here! I'm fine! Where do you get shorts that don't look stupid? It's very hard. It's very hard to do. 47 seconds? You're insane. Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem to be a little well organized. Too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? I have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. How about this? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. You're at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Okay. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. So we've heard. Could you tell me who those naysayers are, perhaps? Detective Gumshoe? What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Okay, I'm guessing he dropped his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. Don't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Hey, hold on. Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I assumed so. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Gumshoe wins award for fattest tits in the precinct. Would have been crazy if this came out post Breaking Bad. What's his name again? Bruce Goodman, okay. You can do just about anything these days with a card and the right secret number. Scary. It's only scary because you keep dropping your card. I do my secret number a lot too. But I'm me, after all. What could be wrong about that? You're so right, Detective Gumshoe. Look at this cool knife I got. Come here, I want to show you a cool trick that Jumbo taught me. Come on. Come here, I want to show you the trick. Oh, okay, it's the same. Okay. That guy's name is so forgettable. I've seen this game played many times and I never remember it. I mean, he's dead, to be fair. Who gives a fuck? He's dead. Oh, he's gone. Where'd he go? Eggworth? What about this parking stub? No, I don't know why she would know about that. I feel like she's like the murderer, though, to be honest. She's too mysterious. He's under the floorboards. Hudson always accuses the women. Her boobs are full of lies. What am I forgetting? What am I not getting here? Oh, okay, there's more dialogue options. Okay, so this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective like myself, Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal, huh? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Skye called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Rumors at law. Have you seen the clown boob? I have seen the clown boob gif, yes. He's in a tough spot again. Again? We've all seen it. Loki, probably. Yes, the clown boobs. We've seen them. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there are always whispered rumors. Austin's looked in a mirror shirtless. Why the fuck? my camera got scared. Why did it do that? Power word kill. That little piece of hair sticking up like that. Come on. Anyway. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. Steve Harvey. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say that the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay. So brave. Okay. What am I missing? Campaign. Banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Oh, I see. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure out that without all the extra help. Okay. Is Xavier so based there? No. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. That's crazy to say. What up, young unk? Yunk. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, fuck. Don't show this again. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief there threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery-powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances... It just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Why is that evidence? How could that possibly be evidence? And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who's... What's his name? The guy in the parking lot? Ah, that'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Where was he originally from in the Japanese translation? Texas? It seems like they would have just made him from Texas. Did they ever make Blue Badger plushies? Fangamer has one. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Okay. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal. That did not work last time. Yeah, anthrax. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. What? Oh, still here? Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security? Wait, what? Hold up. Whoa, she's polyamorous. I didn't know that. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. What's Japan's equivalent of Texas? Kansai? I think just Texas, honestly. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Osaka, maybe? He's viewing. Something I wanted to ask you. Scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He locked in. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? There's something I wanted to ask you. Oh, fuck, he's just doing this bullshit. Okay. Anthrax attack. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters make me go right into the spittoon. It's an introduction letter from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? You own the birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Oh, I think he just miswrote it. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna kill him. No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. Guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall isn't a detective, he's a patrolman. That reminds me of something. That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. I will not be like a settler. I'll have you know. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. We will not be having a manifest destiny here, sir. Let's calm down. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. She has a point. Well, when you put it like that, Emma. When you put it like that, shit, you might just have a point. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Okay, why do you do that? What if it's important later? Ugh. Woke. Our woke princess. Okay. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it would belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yup. Right, let's check it out. Oh shit. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes and straps, you know. Hey, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. Hold on! These are hard to come by, you know. I see he's as popular as ever with the kids. What the hell's that blue thing? The display is still on the redial button. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. Chappie Roan with her pink princess strap. Wouldn't it be pink pony strap or something? I don't fucking know. Most phones, yeah. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check this phone. I'm glad they included this so that it could age beyond beyond 2003 or whatever. I wish I could have a cute flip phone, but I'm too addicted to apps. Look, when the global world order way of things collapses, we're all gonna have to go back to flip phones and pagers probably. And it'll be very aesthetically cute. Mansplaining to a man, our princess. Press that there damn button. Now, I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Nothing. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky? No, come on, man, shut up. You can only have blackberries in the post-revolution compound. Can I have one of the blackberries where you can like slide up the phone and it has the keyboard? I don't want to do that bullshit where you gotta like for one letter. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look. The last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone, except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who'd she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. Wait, hold on. Someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. So she was trying to call Phoenix, I'm assuming. Which is interesting. Yeah, he's from Texas. Well, it is like someone from West LA to lie and say that they're from Texas when they're actually from West LA. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. You're right. Let's see. 67S122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. It's true, I lied at school once and they killed me. How's the chalk outline going off the ground of the car? You know how it is with chalk. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Guy from Joliet? Yeah, I'm from Chicago. It's kinda close enough. I mean, because, like, what are you gonna do? Be like, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Joliet. Huh? What? Just, like, at a certain point, you gotta just say, yeah, I'm from Chicago. Because no one's gonna be like, oh, yeah, I'm from Waukegan. Yeah, I'm from Waukegan. Where the fuck is that, buddy? Closest major city. Chicago. Easy. I've never heard of Joliet. That's what I'm saying! Oh, I'm from Elma. I'm from West Seneca. No, just say you're from Buffalo, man. It's the same bullshit. It's the Buffalo metropolitan area. It's fine. Joliet should be a BBTV emote of Joelfish sticking out of a toilet. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. Man, fuck you. What do these numbers mean? Remember Skibbity Biden? That lost us the election. The rope, is it? Yup, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. No. No, that is just simply not true. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say it's simply untrue. A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to the B block. What about O block? King Vaughn, Chief Keith. Dude! I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Just in 7 years. Yo, they got a car elevator in the background. Yeah, this is the combination prosecutor's office, CarMax showing room. Hey, partner, what the fuck does this shit mean? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me to never visit Texas. Weird as fuck. Truth nuke. Many are saying this. Alright, the victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? No. Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be more specific? Bruce Goodman. Oh, get it? Because good men always die young? Ah ha ha ha. Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you just a feisty doggy there now? Shut the fuck up. Okay, Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness. Wound stabbed to the chest. Fine piece of work. I can't help but notice you're using a knife while you talk about stabbing the murder victim. Just saying. This here's the autopsy report. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? He's calling them cows, actually? Wait. Oh. Oh, that is actually not doggy. It's Dogi, or how the fuck do you pronounce it?
Dogi.
Dogi. It's Dogi. I low-key thought it was just a weird translation quirk, but it's Dogi, which means a motherless or neglected calf, which is interesting. Teach me how to Dogi. I haven't been paying attention. Is this guy supposed to be hot? Not really. He looks kind of like Boomhauer. Latinx Boomhauer. They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. You gotta admit his poncho's cool. What the fuck are you talking about, man? You don't see Latinx Boomhauer? Latino Boomhauer? A little bit? Just a little bit? Boomhauer from King of the Hill? Yeah! No? What do you mean? Okay, hold on. Sorry for slurping in the microphone again. I keep forgetting that it picks that up. Wait, hold on. That's not what I wanted. Look, all I'm saying, man, it looks like Latino Boomhauer. Definitely not. What do you mean? He's got the same facial structure. He's got the same eye size, the same nose. Light-skinned Boomhauer. Shut up. It's not face blind, they're cartoon characters. Is that how that works? Oh, wait a minute. Why the fuck was that like that? Okay, anyways. Why the hell was I on the wrong... Okay, anyways. Sorry, my Streamlabs is being weird. He's like a combination of Boomhauer and John. I mean, kinda. That's why I said Latino Boomhauer. Okay. Marshall. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You call me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. They shoot you for making call-out posts in Texas. So true. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. They shoot you if you come first in Texas. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now. So how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do, nothing important at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by the order of the chief of police. Mexican jerk-off sounds like a House of Decline comic, low-key. Just he doesn't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yes, Bambina. How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Oh, he locked in. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind blowing through the prospector's office. Shut up! Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence. Oh, wait, sorry. Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Bambina, it's your sister. Chief Prospector Lana Skye. What? My sister? Unfortunately, I need him. No, you don't need him. Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. I love deals. I love making deals. I love to load my gun with deals and just blast them out. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hid around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was the closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? Well, I guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, a cell phone. So do you think we'll be okay? No, we're fucked. Well, the only thing that still bothers me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. Yeah, no problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Oh, that's her phone. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Oh. That popular TV show for kids? The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. Ah, I see. Interesting. You know, it's funny, at the beginning of the next game, they actually did make that Phoenix's fucking cell phone ringtone, right? Am I crazy? Is Emma a tokusatsu head? Yes, everyone in this fucking game is, apparently. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this one. Like, maybe I still don't even know everything that went on here. I like to think Maya changed it and Phoenix doesn't know how to change it back. Dude, I get this fucking thing off my phone! How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. Why do you look like a fucking... What are the guys in Gundam that are attacking White Base all the time, always up in their shit? What are those guys called again? With the Zeon? Yeah, he looks like a Zeon. What, dude? Why are they up in White Base's shit all the time? Fuck. Why were they so big on Hitler? Also, what was that about? I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. Okay. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. It's the epaulettes. Also, they were big on Hitler because they're space fascists. Yeah, probably. But there's one decisive difference between you and her, and that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first try without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna ball out with me this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Ruh-roh! Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. In the future, the only remaining part of the Kanye discography is from 2020 and later. Fuck! No! They can't do that! Please! The he made graduation excuse is so bad now that it actually he unmade graduation. That's something Kanye would do, actually. He would get tired of people saying he made graduation, so he would like go back and take down graduation from every streaming service. He would unperson that album. We gotta kill him before he does that, low-key. She's gonna admit to it in court like Saul did to that bald-ass lawyer. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth, fucking leave me alone. I haven't been in court since Edgeworth's trial. It's been a while now. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. He said, leave the bedroom at home, honey. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, it's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. She will be sentenced to death. There was a witness to her crime, a professional witness. Okay, what does that mean? Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand. The cough-up queen? Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before. He's getting bribed! Dude, you can't do that! And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Ah, and you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. That's rice with some poop speckles on it. She got some doo-doo flakes on there. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? Yeah, so this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. It's really not. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the fuck does that taste like? Furikaka. Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry the fuck up, dude! Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. Huh? What does that mean? That's what I'm saying. Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? I know who you are. Cough up? Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep the visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body out. Fortunately for her, there was a witness, and arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Valiant witness. Why, it was me, Your Honor! Floor plans added to the... Wait, why do I have unread messages here? Oh, I see. What the hell? Anyways. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright? I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Man, fuck you! Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Are they talking about little old me? Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. Okay, that's a stupid thing to start out your testimony with. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective instincts working. That's bullshit. Then, through a wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Dude, Monty Python, you can't do it. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Somehow, I always knew a day. Oh fuck! I forgot the exclamation mark system. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they're used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors? No, come on. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd okay, well, there you go. There you go. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Hold on! This boyfriend. He's the detective? Not that boyfriend. The security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? She said the G slur? What? What? The what slur? Yes. Worm. Oh. Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunch. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Beast mode. Okay, the security guard room is in the lot, in A block. It's on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That'd be the room with security written on it. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finally, yeah, shut the fuck up. You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I have no fucking idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's instincts, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. What are these fucking phrases that you're using? It's like that Family Guy bit. You want a desk of Cheez-Its? You want a parcel of cakes? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. I, of course, am hard, yellowed, sharp as a tack. I, of course, am hard. Let's leave it at that. I bet you stink, too. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Then, through a wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed, it was. Hold on. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have proof, we can always complain. That's what I'm saying, brother. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took the picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. This is my first time seeing this photograph. People, they fucking love to do this in Ace Attorney. They love to just introduce evidence out of nowhere. Like a photograph that no one knew existed. You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Motherfucker. Okay. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. It's not even Edgeworth's car, though. What the fuck? Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 10 centimeters long. How do you know that? You don't know that. That's not true. You don't know that. Also, she's not? Question mark? It doesn't say. Is she holding a knife? I can't tell. It's too pixelated. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. Fucking Jesus. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad would have been a better metaphor? So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? Defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. No. What do we do? Is this it? Are we cooked? Chad, are we cooked? Let's keep our heads cool and press the witnesses a little bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Don't smile like that! A 12-centimeter knife. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling it out. She cut her hand! What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. You can't say that. You can't call him a fruit like that, man. That's too on the nose. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. He can. Well, maybe. I know what I want to bring up. The autopsy says it was a 12-centimeter knife, but she says it was a 10-centimeter knife. And she cut her hand with Edgeworth's knife, but Edgeworth's knife wasn't the murder weapon. Let's see if this brings me there. The witness's statement is clear. Yeah, okay, alright, whatever, fuck you. Babe, I swear 2 centimeter makes all the difference. It does! How do I press her on this? Us can tell the difference of 2 centimeters from 10 yards away. I'm saying. Maybe here. I'm gonna blow my head off. How do I make this argument? I know what I'm trying to say. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I have something else I can press her on. This is clearly... Fucking goddammit. What am I... Hold on. Maybe here? No. Son of a bitch. How do I make this argue? I know what I want to say. How do I make the game say it? I don't think this is Edgeworth's car, to be honest. Maybe I can try this? No. Shit. What do I do here? Maybe... Hold on. mean, I can't tell if she has a knife in this photo, but maybe I'll try presenting this just in case. Apparently that was it. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took the very moment of the crime, is it not? Why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Okay, I wasn't sure. It didn't look like she was holding a knife, but it's also too pixelated to tell, to be quite honest with you. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. Let's be a little more careful with our evidence, shall we? It is you that needs to be more careful, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? In this photograph... Wait, sorry. This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. This is why every game before 2015 should be AI upscaled to 8K. I bet I can... Hold on. View... let's see here. Magnification filter, 5x BRZ. Yup. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's exactly what I want to see. That's what I want to see from my video games. How about Super Eagle? That looks terrible. Jesus Christ. How about Super 2x Sal? That also looks terrible. What the fuck is... What is the point of these? Bilinear... This is also bad. Okay, let's just go back to normal. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. How can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stain on the chief prosecutor's coat? Oh, fuck off. No, I can't. I can't tell what that is. It's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. And no problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? I don't know. She's a fucking prosecutor. She might need it for some reason. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Marg! These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. Press. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. It's bad. She's got them thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh... Oh my god, stop saying that. She was wearing those black gloves like the Instagram barbecue perverts use. Guga. She was wearing the Guga Foods gloves. Today we are eating a hamburger. How does... is it racist to do his accent? What is his accent? What country is he from? Is he Mexican? Hold on. He's Brazilian. Okay, it's not racist then. Who gives a fuck?
I want to start today's video by saying thank you to all 5 million of you that have subscribed to this channel. Without you, nothing would have been possible. I have been working on this video for almost 3 years.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I mean, this is the only new thing, so I've got to press or present something here, right? Maybe if I present this? No, I'm not sure what to... I want to... Here's the thing. I want to bring up the fact that she called it a fucking 10-centimeter knife, but it's a 12-centimeter knife. That's odd. They wouldn't have included that so specifically if I wasn't supposed to press on it. Imagine not loving Brazil. Well, I don't know. It's very complicated. Hard to say, hard to say. I mean, but how would she know that Edgeworth had a knife in his toolbox? Is this worth mentioning? Objection! Apparently it is. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk? Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? A bloody murder weapon in a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Yes. Yes, dear, they are. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Sounds like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? A murder weapon. Oh. Yeah, sure. I guess that's, sure. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Ugh. Yeah, sure, you can, yeah. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Let's not get crazy here. I think she's still a little bit fucked. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. I'm gonna fucking kill you, man. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now? But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If she wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Angel's deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Stupid! Stupid! Idiot! Idiot, it only happened one time. You only got stabbed one time. Stupid! You fucked up, idiot! You fucked up, idiot! Now you fucked up. Now you have fucked up, sir. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I order pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? Good argument. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I'm going straight for the fucking jugular here. Your Honor, wrong. Objection! You say she stabbed him again and again? But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my Moss surprise. Your Honor, this is fucking gay. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. question mark, exclamation... Wait, hold on. Exclamation mark, question mark. Usually it's the other way around. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha! You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. We're tag teaming her. What a hunk. He's my hero. Really? Oh, shut up. Paws off, lady. About my objection. No one noticed? Well, witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one would ever mistake ketchup for blood, but now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify! Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole her freaking red muff! Why was she looking at her breast? Gay. Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. Jesus fucking Christ, lady! What is wrong with you? Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook it for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. Is it? Does it? Actually. I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick would burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. I bet she's not even wearing the fucking scarf. Yeah, she's not. Dumbass. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Remember when Rick and Morty read that court transcript? Vaguely, yes. Huh? But that can't be. Only a true professional could be so clueless. I'm sure you'll make a good lunch lady. Have no fear. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. Motherfucker! Stop stealing my objections, dickhead! But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but now, back to business. What? Very well. Witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with the details! No. Note to self. Attorney Wright gets bitten by snake. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oil drum? Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Did Japan have citizens arrest? Sir! Excuse me, sir! Citizens arrest! You can't be doing that! You can't be skateboarding here, sir! I'm here to explain your rights to you! You can't be skateboarding here! Sorry, loud gulps. Where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There's a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ooh, goodness, I hiccuped in the middle of that. Okay, let's just press anyway. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? No? Yeah, press her. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... Well, she was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you? I went over it, of course. Amazing, the cough-up queen. Lunch lady, athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. She couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. How come Miss Sky didn't get away? She hurdled it like a fucking champ. I mean, I guess I'll press her on the fucking chain link fence. Nope, it's not gonna let me. Okay. Shoot the Kool-Aid Man challenge. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. You mean her cell phone? Yeah, ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory, it's like a salmon, heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr. Please explain yourself. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car. There's an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order. So she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? The fuck are you talking about? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. I'm not even a rookie! I've done like 4 cases! She gave up trying to use the phone on the wall and just used her cell phone. You think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was gonna ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Chief Prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. During that time, he climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? Why do you smile? What does he know that I don't? You look like I do during my finals. Never mind, it's nothing. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry, I don't remember. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum. There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? It's okay, the French don't deserve respect. I'm saying! If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other... Ah! The car entrance. Thanks, Edgeworth. Doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So, Miss Skye tried to run. Sorry my sister's so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it! You have to believe me! Please! After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition. No, wait. Okay. Oh, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. No, because the muffler was on the phone call, and she hung up. Okay. What? Does that not work? Okay, alright, fuck. We lost her life. That's fine. We'll be okay. Maybe I present it here? No, I guess I don't. Okay. Maybe I present it here? No? Shit. How do I present that? How do I make this argument? Maybe I have to do what Edgeworth said and point out that why did she escape in that direction? No? Can't do that either. Interesting. No, that's not gonna work either. Quickly caught her. What does that mean? It's a little weird. You can do it, streamer. Use the blue badger? Maybe. Okay, let's see how this... something in presenting this works, so we'll see what it is. I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Don't say that, man. You know that's not true. Well, who would have thought you'd be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Alright, fine, fuck you. You're a liar. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. Oh. I guess I hadn't considered that she hadn't made it over there. Oh, yeah, no, I guess that does make sense, actually. Huh. Damn, I'm stupid. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Warg. Order. What is the meaning? He loves saying order, order. What is the meaning of this? It's his favorite thing to say. It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... where she saw it from. Or the order of events. I mean, it would have to be where she saw it from. She tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. It would be pointless for her to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. You think the judge has a fidget cube hidden behind his desk thing? I think he's jerking off under there. If you were a judge, would you not be hitting order, order every chance you got? Low key. Maybe I would. The witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. In other words, Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. Yup, jelking it in court. Different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Starr witnessed the crime was here. I mean, she said she was delivering lunch to the security room, I thought. I mean, that's what was tripping me up to begin with. This is the only place where it could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security guard room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second level, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony, you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard. See? That's what why couldn't you say this earlier? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gotten the better of Angel Starr. Order, order. What's the meaning of this? What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Or... Mr. Wright, does this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? Doesn't make sense. Wait a minute. Her name is Miss Starr? Like Mr.? What's the meaning of this? What did Capcom mean by this? Ringo! Ringo! She could have just said that she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. But there's a chain link fence in the photo, which is why I was confused in the first place and why I tried bringing that up earlier, but you didn't let me. The truth still stands. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? I mean, I guess angle of view to the crime. Just to be safe, though. Why, the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, No, I'm talking about like she would see it from the back! She would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Fuck! Okay, fine. Fine, I'll go with my initial guess. Distance of the crime. Changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is about 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take for her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness? You. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels? You ordered the Squid Game! The quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. With fresh boyfriend berry jam to my boysen friend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled ceiling. Station, rather. Maybe? Station. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running toward the scene. But the door was locked. Couldn't open it. That's crazy. What the fuck are you talking about? That's why I had to go in through the visitors' parking in B lot. That's quite a detour. Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. Motherfucker, that changes many things! That changes so many things! Ain't that's what I'm saying, man! But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you care for another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Fuck. Mr. Wright, you gotta do something. Slap that shit out of his mouth, now. Do I have evidence to stop this? Remember when kids were obsessed with sporks? Because it was fucking Quirk Chungus. I don't know. I guess I can try. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and their arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run! You were the killer! No, this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Okay, thank God I don't have to make this point myself. Yarg. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. She has a grudge against the defendant, and there's a blank in her testimony. She was mogging you at the scene. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Hold it! Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? Shut up. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? What's she gonna pull out of a box this time? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other was the defendant, Miss Alana Sky's blood. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Why the fuck is that? What? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. This judge is hungry as hell. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Oh, didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Bro, that's too many. This is just too many boyfriends to have. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You should know the 2 rules of evidence law, Miss Starr. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the— Since fucking when?! Since when?! This has never been a thing before! This has never come up! In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. Oh, hell yeah, you're still playing? Yup. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Nuh-uh! Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law. Really? It's never mattered until this point. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. Well, seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. I love that Shu Takumi learned one law and decided to make it a case gimmick. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim with my very own eyes. Your Honor? Your Honor! Hold that shit, fuckboy! Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. She fucking hates his ass. Your Honor, he's gapping like a motherfucker! Your Honor, unphone him! Your Honor, he's capping, and that's on FAM! Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. Motherfucker, he's prosecuting the person you arrested! He's on your side! Pack Judge, humble her! This is when the suspect is admitting she did it? False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Blue's humping his donut. Let's fucking go! That's my goat! That's my goat! He fucking that! And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon, if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime, which, might I add, everyone in this game does several times every case. Now, tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. So you brought it to the forensics department? Well, if you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it proved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have a blood stain on it. Makes sense. After all, a man was stabbed here. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. The other was the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's blood. Can't say for sure the blood belonged to the victim with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh. Well, speak up! Blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was performed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, if you combine the various blood tests, there are millions of types. It's practically impossible to narrow a blood sample down to one person. Or so I hear. Millions of types? If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. So, the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? No! Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole batch of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? Problem? What's wrong with the victim's shoe? Fuck.
Okay.
My favorite case.
Yup. We're so back. No proof the blood was put on there during the crime and not after? Duck smoking a cig and laughing? Fuck, dude, I guess. I'm just gonna say there's a problem. I'll figure it out. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. Uh-oh. Oh, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Well, would a single stab produce that much blood? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could make the argument that, like, how would he have walked after being stabbed if he got killed by the initial stab? But I don't know. I saw something, but I won't say it. Oh God. Say whose blood was on the shoe? Both of their blood was on the shoe. Shoes don't bleed. Fuck, I guess. I can try presenting this. I'm guessing your shoe has blood on it too. You just shot yourself in the foot. Would you like a grinder or a grind from the heel of my boot, Mr. Wright? Oh, fuck off. I'm gonna kill you. We're gonna deal with you. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? Oh, fuck, I don't know, man. Problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Yes? Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the... Yeah, I guess that's what I didn't think that's what that picture would convey, but sure, man. Aha. As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. This contradicts your claim about the shoe. It would have made more sense if I could present a picture of the crime scene, because I was thinking that there wasn't any bloody footprints. I don't know, man. This doesn't even seem like the right car anyway. Regardless. This contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. If there were bloody prints, they would have been found. We checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Okay, if I could have just said that earlier, then that's what I would have liked to say. Order, order, order. What is the meaning of this? That's my catchphrase. Order, order, what's the meaning of this? What, huh? Get going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. Then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think! What will you have in 500 years? I don't know. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Is Ace Attorney dialectical materialist? It kind of is, honestly. It has that very dogmatic, rigid belief that, like, two sides of an argument arguing opposite things will eventually, inevitably produce the truth by eliminating what's false through whatever. It does feel very dialectical materialist in that sense. However, as we all know, law and lawyers are not real, and this isn't science, because also science isn't real. It's kind of all bullshit, actually. Dialectics is when there's two of things. Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, knocked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rare. I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness. Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. Oh, you motherfucker. Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? You want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Warg. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil... But how the fuck was she bleeding? How did that happen? Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me. Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she'd stabbed him? How? So my sister's blood on the shoe. That's when it happened? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What do you want me to do? Your sister confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Jesus Christ. Little girl. What did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Oh, when you successfully rage bait, bro. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. Lunchbox called evidence. Wait, Windus, don't tell me you have something else. You've reached your verdict, Your Honor. Any further comments will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. We got her ass. We trolled her ass. It's literally that easy. A photograph? I had this just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. See no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at that asphalt in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. With the power of rage bait, all things are possible. She's yes-anding the case. We fed the trolls! Let's go! Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And, well, it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Unless... I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. She loves flashing him with ghostly premonitions about being wet. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. God? This is the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Yeah, get her ass. My big boobs tulpa. For a split second, it flashes the pic of the one lady hanging herself from Ace Attorney. Yup. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. It will be too late. Look at this photograph. The one the last one submitted. I find it makes me laugh. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. I do love the implication that Wright can talk with spirits, or at least Mia, without Maya or Pearl. I wish the series did literally anything with that information. Yeah, does he have latent psychic abilities that he can just barely access sometimes? What's up with that? Maybe he's just hallucinating her. None of the other ghosts fuck with him. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? He can see lies with a rock. True, he can do that. Yeah! Yeah, there's a problem. Suppose, since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Well, his socks would be super wet if this were the case. I mean, okay, why is the exhaust pipe wet? What's dripping out of there? What's that goo all about? The knife not being fully in. The car was fucked. I mean, also there's no blood on the shoe. Like, maybe you could make the argument that that little speckle's there, but let's just say that there's no blood on the shoe. Well, it's probably here, don't you think? No, never mind. I'm gonna go with my original. I'm gonna go with the leaking tailpipe. The problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or a motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system. A pipe. Fog, this really is connected to the fourth game in a lot of ways. What the hell? It's Muffler Monday. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not gonna be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth and the muffler is related to this case. Well, I'm glad you asked. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Can I admit something? I've never heard a scarf referred to as a muffler. In my life, I don't think. I don't think I've ever heard that. Muffler! Really? I don't know. Fuck, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have at some point in my life, but scarves have not been a large part of my life, no. A muffler is a very particular kind of scarf, I guess. When do we get to see the gorilla? We've had so much gorilla radio show, but you've yet to reveal the ape itself. Well, that's a special treat I'm saving for later. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? I've only heard of fur mufflers. Maybe I've heard of that? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, fuck. Okay. Chimp tuber. Bringing him back. Where's he at? Where is he? Bring him to me. Bring him to me. Where is the son of a bitch? Wait, why is it not working? Hold on a second. Hold on. Everyone just calm down. There we go. Welcome back, Monkey Man. Chimp radio show? Your Honor, objection. Have you considered this? Releases a wild chimp into the courtroom and it kills the witness. Okay, this cloth is a vital piece of evidence. Oh. Woo-hoo! Woo! Woo-hoo! If I could escape. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Sus. Sus? Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all of the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Woo! That was close. But, we made it. At least for now. The court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime, after all. Bro's still... Unk is hungry. Unk is unkry. To be continued. This is a good place to stop. Is this like a 3 court days, 3 investigations day? 3 investigation days kind of case? Hey, you wanted the gorilla. You wanted me to bring out the gorilla. Not quite a gorilla, but this is close. But this does seem like a good place to stop. I started a bit late because I had a weird day today. A gorilla, not this horrid thing. What do you have against chimps? They're cool. They're just as cool as gorillas, guys. I swear. Ooh. 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 Thanks for the stream. Yay! Yippee! Okay. But yeah. Yeah, I was tired. I started late, so I'm gonna head out. But will I stream Ace Attorney again tomorrow? It's possible. I kind of want to just like breeze through it without taking week-long gaps like I usually do. So fuck it. Chimps are mean. They're a little mean, but it's just look, they're a different species. They do things a little different from us, but they are our closest relatives. So, you know, maybe you're looking in a mirror. Have you thought about that? When you call chimps mean? Have you thought about that? My lunch money, Austin. They did not take your lunch money. I don't believe you. A chimp doesn't even know what money does, dude. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't even know to take it. I like the chimp VTuber. I should do this more. Yeah, so it's worse. They took it on the principle of it. They use a barter system? Low key. The bonobos who used prostitution to trade for coins. That was crazy. Although I think they just do that anyway. I think they would do that regardless. Has anyone tried to explain economics to a chimp? We tried to explain the Argentinian economic system to this chimpanzee, and he hanged himself. Okay, I'm gonna get off for real, though. Bye-bye, everyone.